First opened back in 2012. We're live inside the cavernous Marlins Park in Miami. Game 1 here in the month of May between the Philadelphia Phillies and the Miami Marlins. It's Marlins baseball, and it's next on the show. Jose Herrea will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
You know, Matt, he wasn't all that bad in his last one. In a day and age where we don't see a lot of complete games, 6 full innings in his last one, and if they can score him a few runs, he has a chance to win this one here today.
So striding forward now, Cesar Hernandez. And the home-away splits tell us he's actually quite a bit better hitting on the road than he is at home. Here comes the first pitch. First pitch. Oh, look out. And a very interesting way to begin the ball game here tonight. Guys, this Marlins ball club, as they begin play here tonight, well, they come in fresh off a victory last time out, but they've had a rough go of it of late as they've lost 7 of their last 9 games.
Yeah, Matty V, we're looking at a team right now. They're just playing some average baseball through 4 games of this homestand. They split it 2-2, D-Row, and I think they expect a little bit more.
Yeah, and you don't want to be playing average baseball in front of your home fans. They need to find a way to win this game and try and take 3 out of the first 5 of this homestand.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Trying to go the other way. This is looped out toward third. And he makes a great diving stop for the out.
That ball wasn't actually smoked. More of a soft line drive, but a nice diving catch by the infielder right there, showing a lot of range.
And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Hoskins, a 25-year-old. He was a 5th-round pick during the 2014 draft.
Hey, when you come out of the middle rounds, you have to grind for everything, and that's exactly what this guy has done, and he has turned himself into a solid big league ball player.
Batting third, first baseman, Carlos Santana.
Digging in the switch hitter, Carlos Santana. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
This is somewhat of a cause for concern. This guy needs to hit better left-handed against right-handed pitching.
First delivery to him on the way. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Throw over to first, and he'll dive back in. Hoskins stands at first with 1 out. Hard liner toward short. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield. And they'll have runners at second and third following the 1-out double.
And this might be the kind of AB that gets him out of that slump. Smart hitting here, just going with the pitch, using the whole field instead of trying to do too much. The results speak for themselves.
Up next will be Nick Williams. He swings and grounds it to short. Rojas is there. Only play will be to first as we'll see our first run score here as this is a 1-0 ball game.
Really good team at bat right there, right? Just put the ball in play. He does just that, gets the ground ball, and brings home the first run of the game from third.
So next to the plate for the Phils, Aaron Altair. And the Phils trying to make this first inning even better here. First pitch on its way. Missed with a slider. Head-to-head with Jose Herrea. Just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. Had him lunging at that pitch away, and it's 1-1 now.
So he threw the slider darting away to him 2 times in a row. Now I don't think he'll go for it again. I'm looking for something hard inside on this pitch.
And he fouls this one off. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Hold the string on him. Strike 3 swinging. Realmuto recovers, and that ends the inning. Vince Velasquez gets the ball for Philadelphia in this one. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, I call Vince Velasquez V squared, and he's a really good pitcher. 4-pitch mix, fastball, slider, curveball, changeup. 95 to 97 with a fastball with a lot of late life. Quality pitcher.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And that pitch catches the inside corner. These Phillies, as they enter play here tonight, fellas, they come in trying to rebound after a loss that snapped a modest 3-game winning streak.
Yeah, Matty, this team has been playing really well right now. And this is case in point. Chance to jump out again to another 1-0 lead. They've really been doing that. They've been on attack, early offensive, almost ambush-like approaches to their at-bats, and it's working for them.
And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number 1. Time now for a glance at the Marlins lineup card in this one. Thoughts, Dan? Who stands out?
You know, they have to be hoping that Justin Bour can break out in this game. He's really been struggling, hitting under 200 over the last 10 games. He doesn't usually go into these long droughts, but right now he's truly in one. Let's see if he can turn it around in this one.
Set to get his evening at the plate started, Martin Prado. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. One ball, 1 strike, the count.
That fastball must have a little late life on it because that was right in the wheelhouse, and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
Line, but speared on a hop. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Batting third, first baseman, Justin Bour.
Ready now for the Marlins, Justin Bour. His lifetime line against Velasquez. He's just 1 for 6. Here's the first pitch to him. A changeup that just catches the bottom of the zone for a strike.
Hey, when one of your better pitches is the straight changeup, you can't be afraid to throw it at any count and at any time. And, hey, first pitch, if they're going to take it for strike 1, they're going to give it to you. Go ahead and throw it.
And he misses there, 1-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Crawford over to his right. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Nothing across here this half of the inning. Second inning coming up here in South Florida. It's the Phillies 1 and the Marlins nothing. Digging in now for Philadelphia, Andrew Knapp. He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting 9 for this one. First pitch coming. Here it is. And he gets the call that time for strike number 1. Popped him up. Realmuto shading to his right. 1 out.
All right, here's the defensive alignment for the Miami Marlins. And guys, when I've been looking at the numbers on this starting pitcher, what really jumps out on me is the fact that he doesn't strike a ton of guys out, which means he's got to execute. He's got to use those 17 inches in, out, up, and down. He's going to have his defense behind him, and they better be on their toes because a lot of balls are going to be put in play in this one.
Set to get his evening at the plate started, J.P. Crawford. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. Swung on and missed, outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
Yeah, guys, the key to hitting in the big leagues is to hit off the heater, and this guy is obviously sitting something else.
Tries to drop one down here, but he misses. Strike 2. Phillies have an early 1-0 lead here in inning number 2. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2.
Love the execution of that changeup, but hats off to the guy at the plate right now. That's a great take in this situation. Maybe bought himself a fastball.
Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. He makes the throw to first. 2 down. Standing in, Maikel Franco head-to-head with Jose Urena. Just 3 for 14. Here comes the first pitch. Fouled away. Franco, a 25-year-old. This is the final year of his current deal, so he'll be a free agent at season's end.
Hey, I think if you ask this guy honestly how his season's gone so far, he'd tell you he's not happy with it. It's been kind of an average year for him, but he has time to get hot and make that salary push.
Riddle will put this one away, and the side is retired. Phillies down in order. We played an inning and a half. It's 1-0.
Leading off for the Marlins.
So here's the cleanup hitter for Miami, JT Realmuto, set to lead off the home half of the second. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. The 1-0. Finds the zone, strike 1. High pop-up. Crawford is there for it. He's got it 1 away.
So here's how the Phillies are positioned defensively. And let's take a look at first baseman Carlos Santana. Originally came up from the minors as a catcher. Also has dabbled at DH. But don't get it twisted. This guy can handle first base as well with soft hands and big-time power at the plate.
Looking at a tough pitch called a strike. Two and one. Now the 2-1 pitch. Is a curveball taken low for a ball.
Wow, that was a decent breaking ball right there, but that's just a pitch that's a little easier to lay off of when you're opposite-handed, opposite bat. You could see the sweep of the ball coming right into you. That was a great take.
And a fastball misses there, ball 4.
Batting fifth, right fielder.
Digging in now, Brian Anderson. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and 1 away. Prior to the at-bat, a check on first, and the runner back easily. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Throw to first, not in time. Now a ball lined to the left side, but this will be a foul ball. 0-2 count, and the pitch. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you think you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
Lewis Brinson is the batter now as he looks at a ball 1-0. Counts even at 1-1 to Lewis Brinson. Dietrich leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. He goes the other way as this is hit in the air toward the gap in right center. Williams will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Marlins leave 1. It remains 1-0. Next to hit will be the pitcher, Vince Velasquez. 9-1-2 due up. First delivery to him on the way. And, looked inside, but that's ruled a strike. 0-1. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Dietrich moves over. 1 down. So one gone now as we give you a look at where these two teams find themselves entering play in the National League's Eastern Division race. Striding in once again, Cesar Hernandez, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
One of the things this guy would like to do from the left side is swing it a little bit better against right-handed pitching. This guy has decent numbers, but not great numbers against right-handed pitchers.
Hey, that's another nice two-seamer right there. He's been able to manipulate that pitch all game, keeping it at the hollow of the knee, getting a lot of ground balls and a lot of swing and miss.
A ball and a strike to the Phillies leadoff man. The 1-1. Popped him up. Rojas takes charge out there, and he stays with it for the second out.
Up next for Philadelphia, left fielder,
Digging in to try it again, Rhys Hoskins. He reached on a single in his first try. First pitch on its way. Good changeup that time, but he wouldn't bite on it.
He's certainly done an amazing job right here, grinding to get early 2 outs with the number 2 hitter and the middle of the order lurking. He would love to see 3, 4, 5 with no one on base next inning.
Taken, called strike 2 on the inside part of the plate. 1-2 now.
Hey, that's just a great pitch right there. Fastball at the bottom of the zone, right under the knee. It's interesting. I was a low ball hitter, so you could take the strike zone and go to the...
And the throw to first is there. The inning is over. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Phillies 1 and the Marlins nothing. Set to get his evening at the plate started, JT Riddle. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. First pitch coming, here it is. And a fastball just a bit up. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. And ooh, looked like a definite pitcher's pitch there on the inside. 1-1. Lifted into the air out towards center field. Williams is under it, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
batting ninth, pitcher, Jose.
Up next from Miami, Jose Herrea. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Sharp slider that time, just missed inside. A curveball that catches the inside corner.
Hey, I don't blame him right there, giving up on that inside curveball, little front hipper. That's a tough pitch. You just can't figure out where the point of contact should be.
A ball and 2 strikes to the Marlins pitcher. The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
Into the box, Miguel Rojas. Swing, and he pops him up. Looks to be playable in foul ground. And Santana will put the squeeze on this one, and the inning is over. We'll see Carlos Santana when we come back. 3 innings complete. It's the Phillies 1 and the Marlins nothing. Ready for another chance? Carlos Santana. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Too high that time with the inning's first pitch. It's ball 1. Santana in front with a 2-0 count.
You know, sometimes it takes a pitcher a few pitches to get going, but those 2 pitches weren't even close. Falls behind in the count 2-0. It's time to start getting locked in.
Too tight with that one. 3-0. Hit sharply on the ground. And that will be a base hit here for Santana. So another multi-hit game for him as he's aboard here in the top of the 4th inning. And as our graphic will illustrate, in terms of team rankings, he's currently 2nd best on this Philly ball club in that department. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Nick Williams. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. He's set. Here it comes. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Brinson's in pursuit. He's there and records the first out. Digging in for his second at bat, Aaron Altair. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And that one just missed outside. 1 run on 3 hits and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. And here's a fastball inside as the count moves to 2-0 now. And this one's in the dirt. And he'll keep that runner where he is, but meanwhile it's 3-0 now. Here it comes, the 3-0. It's laid off, but in there for strike 1.
Hey, that 3-0 pitch might have been important for him right there. Regroup, get his mechanics back under him, and drive something down through the strike zone. Wouldn't throw the exact same pitch right here. Might want to cheat towards one of the corners.
And that misses, ball 4. So it's 1st and 2nd now with only 1 away.
You know, it takes a lot of discipline to watch a pitch like that go by, but on a 3-1 count, he had the luxury of being a little bit more selective up there. Good take and a walk is the result.
Striding into the box, Andrew Knapp. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory. He's set and the pitch. Now a ball lined toward the alley in left center. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. And they will hold that runner over at 3rd as he'll move up only 90 feet, but the bases are loaded with 1 away.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Looked like the guy on 2nd had to respect it and freeze a little bit.
He had to freeze there for a second to make sure that line drive gets through, but eventually does get to 3rd base.
No balls and a strike to count. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. The 0-1 on its way. Now a late bunt attempt here, but he misses strike 2. Crawford is a guy that can really pick him up and put him down, if you will. He's a plus runner and really uses speed to his advantage in multiple ways on the field.
Yeah, and it works for him. It works for him in a lot of ways, like you said, Matty. Hits the ball on the ground. He has the potential to beat it out. I can't tell you what this does for an infield or an outfield defense to be put on their toes and have to make plays against this guy.
Lifted the other way to left center. Calling for it, Dietrich. He makes the catch. Here comes the runner from 3rd. And a relay home. And he is in there at the plate. It's now a 2-0 game.
Obviously, he's hoping for more up there with the bases loaded, but you can't be too upset with the sac fly.
Stepping into the box, Maikel Franco. He flew out in his last at-bat. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And the slider stayed low apparently for a ball. Altair on 2nd. Knapp at 1st. 2 out in the inning. The 1-1 is in there for strike number 2.
That's how you open up the outside part of the plate. Pound 2 balls in, and they get right back outside. Nice pitch.
Liner towards second. That's in there. Base hit. And the run will score from second here, as this is now a 3-0 game.
Now batting, pitcher.
Next up will be the Phillies pitcher, Vince Velasquez. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First offering on its way. And he takes ball 1. Looks like a left-hander up and throwing now in that Marlins bullpen. Three runs, 5 hits, and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. A ball and a strike. A 1-ball, 2-strike count to the Phillies pitcher.
Hey, I know it's the pitcher at the plate, but he's going to grind it out right here. He's got a chance to help himself, and nothing's a bigger backbreaker to a team than watching the pitcher drive in a run.
And a big strikeout there. They'll leave a couple of runners on base, and after a good start to the inning, they can't capitalize any further. So 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a couple of men left. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. Phillies lead this one 3-0. Martin Prado now. He'll lead it off against Vince Velasquez.
Hey, we're still in the early stages of this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes.
These are huge innings for a team's morale. The pitcher wants to go out and throw that shutdown inning up and get the boys back swinging the bats again with a chance to capitalize and even extend this current lead.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Just got a piece to the right side. And there's 1 away.
Now batting.
And while we have a moment here, let's look at the Phillies' Road to the Show report. 2 guys there that this organization has to be happy about right now. Into the box now, Justin Bour. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. And a slider tails outside for ball 1. One and 1 now the count to the Marlins first baseman. Marlins are still on the lookout for their first hit of the ball game. A ball and 2 strikes.
When a guy's featuring big time velocity like this, you have to be on the fastball. It's your only chance. You'll tip your hat on some nasty off-speed stuff, but you've got to be ready for the heater.
The count now at 2-2. The 2-2. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
With how hard guys throw these days, 94 miles an hour is good, but not as impressive as it used to be. Professional hitters can catch up with that, so it's all about setting the fastball up with good off-speed stuff to make it look more effective. And that's exactly what he did right there.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, JT Realmuto. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen.
Now batting.
At the plate, Derek Dietrich reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance. First pitch on its way. Grounded to the right. And that's through for a hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Hey, after back-to-back 2-out hits right now, this pitcher thought he was going to cruise through this inning, and now he's got traffic, and he's in jeopardy with a ball in the gap or a ball missed over the heart of the plate, a crooked number going on the board.
Brian Anderson will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Fastball down near the shoe tops. Hit down the third baseline. And the two-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Marlins strand a pair. They trail it here 3-0. So the Phillies batting order turns over and set to go. Cesar Hernandez. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. First pitch of the at-bat. Almost a worm burner as he misses on a low fastball. Ball 1. A changeup over the inside corner.
Not too often do you see a changeup come across at 88 miles an hour on the gun. Still effective when you're throwing a fastball in the high 90s, though.
2 balls and a strike to Cesar Hernandez. To 2-2 now. Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now. 3-2.
I like that they went away with that pitch right there. They really tried to tie him up on that previous pitch, so he was probably what we call inside conscious. He didn't get a strike there, but I'm guessing he was looking for another ball in.
And there's out number 1.
Now batting, left fielder,
and that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. It was a backwards K, a strikeout looking for him in his last at-bat. Here's the first pitch to him. Leaves a slider up high, but it's taken for a strike. Bases are empty, 1 man out. A bouncer up the middle. Rojas over to his left. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
now batting, first baseman, Carlos.
So now Carlos Santana. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia, but they lead it 3-0. And that'll bring in the multi-dimensional Lewis Brinson. He leads off in the bottom of the 5th as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, baseball is a game of adjustments, and it's time they start making some. They don't need to change their entire approach necessarily, but now is maybe when they start thinking about ways to get the guy on the mound out of his rhythm a bit.
In for a strike, it's 1-1. Shot back up the middle. That's his first base hit, make him 1 for 2 now. With that, the Marlins get a good start to the inning with their leadoff man aboard.
I guarantee you at release point he wanted to pull this pitch back. Change up middle of the plate, usually gets deposited in the seats.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. A high fastball is in there. High in the air out to center field. Williams is under it. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Starlin Castro will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 13, Starlin Castro.
There's a strike at the knees, 0-1. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Line drive to left, but pretty much right at the left fielder as he takes it in for the second out. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up.
Now batting, the shortstop.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Miguel Rojas. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. And this is just off the outside corner for a ball, 1-0. Swing and a ball hit out toward right center. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. One left for Miami. Still down 3-0.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Marlins, number 61, Adam Conley.
Up next will be Nick Williams. His career numbers with Adam Conley. He's 1 for 3. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. 0-1 the count. Conley, a native of Washington, the Evergreen State. He was taken in the second round back in 2011.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on a superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
Hit down the line at first, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. Lifted the other way out to left center. Calling for it, Dietrich. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. Digging in once again, Aaron Altair. Here comes the first pitch. Swing and a miss just out in front of that fastball. One out, nobody on. Bouncer to the left side. Prado's up with it. And boy, just about overshot his man at first, but he's able to keep a foot on the bag over there, and that's out number 2. Striding in once again, Andrew Knapp. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. Here it comes. Line drive to center field. And he dives to make a spectacular catch. What a play there to end the inning. Worth a second look here, as this is a beauty to end the inning. More to come from Marlins Park right after this. Digging in to try it again, Martin Prado. He'll start the inning, and we're back to the top of the order, but they haven't looked too dangerous in this one yet, right, guys?
Well, none of them have any hits yet, so you're right on the money. They've done a great job of holding these guys down so far.
Another opportunity for him here, so we'll see if anything changes. And that pitch catches the inside corner. Here's a high pop-up. And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number 1. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Justin Bohr. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now.
Now with the 2-0 count and the power at the plate, it could be fireworks time. This is the kind of count he makes his money in. 2 balls and a strike to Bohr. I think he's pitched better than anyone really expected in this one. He's done a real nice job. What someone's going to make him pay if he puts too many more pitches in that location.
And it's fouled away. Now another 2-2. Hit back up the middle. Crawford fields it cleanly. And there are 2 away now.
Up next for the Marlins, catcher, J.T. Realmuto.
Ready once again, J.T. Realmuto. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat. First offering on its way. And a breaking ball stays outside. On the ground to the right side. And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single. So the bottom of the inning is still alive after the 2-out base hit.
Hey guys, that's a well-executed slider down the way right there. The batter just did an amazing job of staying inside the baseball and driving it the other way.
Stepping in now, Derek Dietrich, as he drives a liner to right center. And that'll get down for a base hit.
Well, D-Roll, that looked like a pretty easy inning to start. All of a sudden, 2 outs and back-to-back singles, runners at first and third.
Yeah, they put traffic on it. I guess I would throw it back at you, Dan. You get 2 quick outs right there, and then you get 2 base hit knocks. Are you even concerning yourself with the traffic on the bases, or are you just trying to execute that next pitch?
You know what happens a lot of times, D-Roll? You lose concentration. You get the first 2 out in the inning. You think, hey, I'm going to breeze through this and get this 3rd guy out. Next thing you know, first and third and 2 out, you have to make some good pitches.
And a fastball just a bit high.
These guys have got to be frustrated as an offensive unit so far in this one. They haven't been able to crack the code on their opponent, but it's not like they're getting great pitches to hit either. This starter has kept the ball on the corners of the zone all game long.
2-2 the count. The 2-2 gets him looking at the knees for the strikeout. Marlins strand a pair. They trail in this one 3-0. Welcome back to South Florida. It's on to the 7th inning now with the Phillies out in front, and it's a good time to check out our game summary through the first 6 innings so far. And that'll bring in J.P. Crawford.
Leading off for Philadelphia, shortstop, J.P. Crawford.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Sliders in for a strike. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2.
Really deceptive changeup there. Very well executed. It looks like it just sort of dies when it gets close to the plate.
And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
On 0-2, you'll sometimes get a guy to chase a fastball out of the zone away or up, but when it's way down like that, it's much easier to lay off because you can tell the ball is moving further away from eye level as it comes in.
And he lays off a pitch off the plate and high. 3-2. Maikel Franco waits on deck. The 3-2 pitch. And a good take there as they'll have a leadoff man aboard to start the 7th. It's ball 4.
That's an excellent at bat right there. Fell behind early 1-2. Didn't panic or start chasing pitches out of the zone. He's able to lay off 3 pitches in a row, and he's standing on first with no outs. That's a great job.
Digging in and looking for more, Maikel Franco. His career numbers with Adam Conley been pretty good. 5 for 12. First pitch of the at-bat. Takes a good curveball at the knees. Crawford's on the move. Offered at and missed. Here's the throw. He's well behind the play. That's an easy stolen base.
This catcher's not known for his throwing ability, so You compound that with a big lead at first base. He had no chance to throw that runner out at second.
Crawford leads off second with nobody out. Lifted in the air out towards left center.
On the run is Brinson.
One down. The pitcher, Vince Velasquez, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation, so let's see if that is indeed on right here. Trevor Plouffe will get a chance with a runner in scoring position here as he'll pinch hit now with one away.
Trevor Plouffe.
Fly ball out to straightaway right. Anderson waits on it. He makes the catch, and tagging is the runner from second. And he'll go ahead and take third on the fly ball to right, so he's 90 feet away now with two men gone. Ready for another shot now, Cesar Hernandez. His career numbers with Adam Conley. He's gone 3 for 11. First offering on its way. Now a swing and a fly ball. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. Now the 0-1. And there's one he'd like to have over again. Missed high with the slider. And that one stayed too low apparently. The 2-1 home. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Rojas up the middle. And the throw will not be in time, as I don't think he was going to get him anyway, but a fine effort nonetheless.
Hey, that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step one, but I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knock.
It is, D-Roy, and you can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle. You know that that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out, and it just wasn't meant to be.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And he lays off there, 1-0.
Boy, that's a tough pitch to take right there. I'm not sure if you're guessing or you're sitting on a pitch, but boy, that was awfully close to being called a strike.
He's ready. Here's the 1-0. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Three and 0 now.
Well, this has been a long inning already, and I know he doesn't want it to get any longer. I expect a challenge pitch right here.
A 3-1 count to the Phillies left fielder. The 3-1 pitch. And a good at-bat that time as he lays off for ball 4. And as a result, that'll move a runner up into scoring position now with 2 away.
Oh, man, I think this walk is going to grind at him for a bit. He just missed, and now the inning continues with the man in scoring position.
So now Carlos Santana, 2 outs and 2 runners aboard here in the 7th inning. Hoping to limit the damage, here's the pitch. Popped high in the air. Moore is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. Phillies will have to be content with just the 1. Time to get up and stretch here in Miami. It's the Phillies 4 and the Marlins nothing. Tommy Hunter gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Tommy Hunter.
And that'll bring in the multi-dimensional Lewis Brinson.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
Takes a look at a strike over the inside corner.
Hey, that's obviously the game plan against this guy. Bury it in on his hands. He finds himself down 0-2 now. He doesn't know if he's coming back in there or going breaking stuff down and away.
Here comes another 0-2. And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now.
Wow, kind of an interesting pitch call there. The batter flailed at the pitch away on the previous one, so you'd think you'd go right back there, but instead they decided to come in. Make him prove he can adjust before you do.
Fouled off. Ball 3. 3-2 now.
These are the kind of ABs, regardless of the outcome. You go back to the dugout as an offensive player, and your teammates are loving on you for making that pitcher work and battling it out.
Another full count offering on its way. And another foul ball.
Hey, he's got 4 foul balls in this AB right here. He's really making this pitcher grind for everything.
On pitch number 10 is the one that finally does it as he strikes out after a long battle here. And next to the plate will be J.T. Little. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A ball and no strikes. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Pulled toward right center field. Herrea is after it. And he tracks it down. A nice running play to record the second out. Cameron Maben will get the call to pinch hit here as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. Tough one to lay off, called a strike. Maben, who sometimes goes by the nickname Slim, his contract is set to expire at the end of this season, so he may end up hitting the market this winter.
Some guys only get to free agency 1 time in their career. This guy has a chance to get there for a second time and in the prime of his career. Is he able to handle the pressure as he plays out this final season?
Still a ball and 2 strikes. 2 out, nobody on. Got him swinging as he runs the fastball by him to end the inning. Miami down in order. They're down 4-0.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Marlins, number 64.
Up next will be Nick Williams, who could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Here's the first pitch to him.
Center fielder, number 5.
Rounded back up the middle. A diving try, but it's through into the outfield.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball is going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Standing in now, Aaron Altair. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty, it's strike 1. He's running. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. Not in time as he steals second.
Hey, it's almost impossible to throw a base runner out that gets a lead that big. And plus, this catcher's not known for having a cannon of an arm.
Williams stands at second with no outs. Line to the right side. And that's in there. Base hit. Williams rounds third and is digging for the plate. Safe at the plate as they push the lead to 5 now.
That's a nice piece of hitting right there, Dan. He went heater up in the zone and then tried to drop the off speed, but he was on it.
Boy, Mark, that's the oldest trick in the book, right? You use one pitch to set up the other. This guy wasn't having any part of that.
First things first, here's a throw over, and he'll dive back in safely. Into the box now,
Andrew Knapp.
as he'll take a look at ball one. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Now a throw over and a dive, but he's back in. And he fouls this one off. Oh, it looked like he was towing an anchor there. 1 and 2.
Yep, 1 and 2.
Still 1 and 2 as he fouls it away.
When you have 2 strikes on you, as a hitter, if you get something that you can handle, you have to find a way to do some damage with it. That was a missed opportunity.
Swinging a ground ball to third. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And a great job to stick with it here as he gets the first out of the inning. And this will go down as an E5 as you can see the exasperation on his face. And that'll bring in J.P. Crawford. He hit a sac fly earlier. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And this is sliced hard down the left field line. And that gets down and ought to be good for extra bases. He's in at second safely as a run will score on the play as well.
He was not messing around in that at-bat, looking for a first-pitch fastball all the way, and that's exactly what he got. Nice job to rip it down the line and drive in a run at the same time. He'll feel good about that one.
In now, Michael Franco. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1. 1 out and a runner on second base. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. Now the 1-1 pitch. And the runner's breaking for third. He swings and misses. Throw down. He is not in time. Pretty close, but he got in there safely.
Oh, this kind of goes against those unwritten rules of baseball. They're leading big, so there's really no reason for them to steal third right there. And I'm not sure that was taken too kindly in the opposing dugout.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Still only 1 out in the inning. Curveball that time, not even close. And he misses with one here. It's ball 4. So that'll at least bring the double play into the conversation with runners at the corners and 1 away.
Well, some might say a walk there is okay because you've got first base open, but he's been struggling out there. And if you're going to work around hitters, you don't want to work around hitters in the bottom of the lineup.
Billy Burns will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 18, Billy Burns.
Line softly out toward left center. In there, base hit, and that ought to get the run in from third.
The batter, second baseman, Cesar Hernandez.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Cesar Hernandez. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. First pitch coming. Here it is. In the dirt here. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. And there's ball one.
Well, this inning pretty much has been one to forget for him, but he's still out there, and it's only going to get worse if he dwells on it and lets the frustration take over. Easier said than done, though.
3 runs already home here. Hit out towards second. One there. On to first. Not in time as he just hits the bag ahead of the throw.
Now batting, left fielder.
Ready for another chance? Rhys Hoskins. It was a walk in his last trip. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1. There's a drive high in the air and deep to left center field. Brinson racing back at the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch. So they pick up 3 runs on 4 hits, 1 Marlin error, and 2 left. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. Phillies on top, 7-0.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Phillies, number 61, Evergreen.
Back to the top of the Miami lineup now, and stepping in, Miguel Rojas. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Here's a first pitch slider that just tails out of the zone. It's ball 1. First 2 pitches off the mark here. It's 2-0.
Well, here's a guy we know is swinging it pretty well at the plate lately, and based on those last 2 pitches, I think I know why. He's doing a great job of putting himself at counts where he's likely to be successful.
3-1 to the Marlins middle infielder. Line drive to center field. Williams is there, and he has it for the first out.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
First offering on its way. Here's a strike. Now a fastball off the plate away. A ball and a strike. And we're going to have a quick stoppage here as a beach ball has made its way into right field. 1 out, nobody on. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Up next from Miami, Justin Bour. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
You go down 0-2 to a guy with this type of arsenal.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Marlins. They're down by a touchdown. Always a party in Miami Beach, not too far from us here at Marlins Park, set to begin the 9th inning in this one. Drew Steckenrider enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is. Here's Carlos Santana now. It's been a 2-for-4 effort for him so far in the ballgame. First pitch of the at-bat. Here is a ground ball now for the shortstop to the right of second. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
Now batting, center field.
And now it'll be the cleanup spot for the Phillies. Nick Williams. He singled his last time up. From the stretch. High in the air down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Set up away with the changeup, but it's 1-1.
Marlins have some action in the bullpen now as a right-hander is up and throwing.
Swing and a miss, and it's a ball and 2 strikes here. Two balls, 2 strikes to Nick Williams. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Great spot on that 2-2 fastball. You can't place it on the inside corner any better than that. And as a hitter, there's just not a whole lot you can do with that unless you're looking for it and time it just right. Love seeing a guy that can work the inside with his fastball.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Swing and a miss that time. It's 0-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2.
Hey, from an offensive standpoint, you better get it ready. This guy is not throwing a ton of pitches. He's confident in his stuff. He is pounding the zone. He's got 2 quick outs. You better pull the trigger.
Count is 1-2 now. The 1-2. Fouled away.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there, but if he's going to execute and get this swing and a miss, he's going to have to get that ball a little bit further down, maybe even potentially bounce the next one.
And that's going to be high. 2-2 now. And there's strike 3. So we'll see now if they can manage to hold on to this huge lead as the Phillies down in order, and they hold a 7-0 lead. So here's the cleanup hitter for Miami, JT Realmuto. And Dan, what's gone wrong for this lineup today? They're only 3 outs away from being shut out.
Boy, you know, I just haven't seen a lot of fight in these at-bats. Now, of course, plenty of credit goes to that pitching, but the effort on the offensive side has been pretty lethargic watching from up here in the booth, Matt.
Yeah, I would imagine it feels the same from watching in the stands in this one. Williams is there, and he's got that all-important first out here to start the 9th. Ready now for the Marlins, Derek Dietrich. Last time through was a base hit. And that misses, ball 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And a fastball just a bit up.
Not the ideal spot to be right here. 2-0 count on a real good hitter. Boy, you're going to have to make some really good pitches now.
A changeup that just catches the bottom of the zone for a strike.
Love the pitch call there. 2-0. You know the guy's geared up for a fastball, and you drop a changeup in the zone. That's going to be a tough pitch to handle.
Williams is there, and quickly 2 are gone here, and it's not looking good for the home 9. Striding into the box, Brian Anderson, 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame. Way out in front. And this is swung on and missed, so now they find themselves down to their final strike tonight. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Yeah, and in this game, you always try to find a way to be hopeful. They win the first game of a new month. and are now looking to keep it rolling the rest of the way.
A 7-0 shutout final score tonight. Philadelphia jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Vince Velasquez takes the win on the mound, his second of the year. So that's a wrap for us here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. And for more, click over to theshownation.com.
Our final line score tonight, first for the victorious Philadelphia Phillies. 7 runs on 10 hits. No errors. They left 7 men on base. For the Marlins, no runs, 5 hits, 1 error. They left 6 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 5 minutes. A reminder that Marlins shuttle buses are available outside Marlins Park with service to the Comer Metro Rail Station.
Hi, I'm Justin Allegri, and this is your Wednesday edition of Inside the Show. Looking first at the NL East, the Phillies put together 10 total hits as they manhandled the Marlins 7-0. The Nationals totaled 13 hits as a team as they plundered the Pirates 9-2. Jason Vargas got his 3rd win this season, leading the Metropolitans past the Braves 3-2. Trevor Story drove in an impressive 5 with 2 home runs as Colorado took care of the Cubbies 9-3. Ryan Braun drove in 4 and had a home run as the Brewers took care of the Reds 4-3. Paul DeJong plated 3 runs on the day, helping the Cardinals get by the Chi Sox 6-5. The Arizona Diamondbacks combined to give up just 5 hits as they got the best of the Dodgers at home 3-1. The San Francisco